Let's just do it. Fuck it.
Right. It's super.
Shit. Oh.
The following is an exclusive podcast.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Have You Seen This Yet? I'm Arazely.
And I'm Oscar. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. Go for it.
No, I was going to say, and...
Oh, okay.
Hi, guys, and we are back, and this time in person.
In person,
So
we're here.
You can see my face.
Yes,
and I guess
our face.
Oscar.
Yeah. Hi.
That's Oscar, I guess. And today we're going to be talking about...
We're going to be looking at the Netflix original film, Don't Look Up, chosen by our very own Arazely.
Yes. Well, we couldn't figure out what to talk about first, so I just said, let's talk about Don't Look Up. I've been wanting to talk about it since it came out. You got to tell me, it's a really great movie, isn't it?
It actually is. I've seen it originally when it came out. I think it was like November of last year and stuff like that. And then this week I gave it a rewatch for podcast purposes, and actually holds up. The first time I saw it, I kind of split it into 2 different days because I kept falling asleep. Not because it was boring. No, not because it was boring. I fell asleep because I was tired. However, yesterday I watched it from beginning to end, nonstop, and it was actually a very, very good movie.
It is, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I really do feel like the events that happened in that goddamn movie would happen in real life.
Oh, you know what? I was watching the movie. As I was watching the movie, I kept taking notes. And there was a lot of one of the main notes I put was Jennifer Lawrence is me when when the level of fear and annoyance is like right there when you're explaining something to somebody that's very important and they're not taking it seriously.
Yeah,
dude, I related so much to that because I that's happened to me in real life.
All right, so should we start it off?
Oh, well, first, before we start, I want to know real quick, have you seen anything else this week?
I just been watching shows.
Like what?
Like lately, I just been watching nonstop American Dad, and not because I enjoy it, but because I need something in the background.
Oh, you're a background sleeper?
Yeah, whatever, I guess. I need to have something in the background, or else it's tough.
Well, I get the same thing, but my background is The Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
gotta have it in the background 24/7.
I freaking have to have Family Guy because I just love Steve every time he fucking sings. That man sings with soul.
I haven't seen Family Guy in so long. I keep getting clips from memes on Instagram.
When I mean American Dad.
Oh, American Dad. Okay. I was about to say, okay, that makes more sense. I haven't seen American Dad either. I remember I saw the first episode when it first came out back in the day, but I haven't kept up with it.
I'll definitely skip season 1 and start with season 2.
Really?
Season 1 is so slow. It makes no sense, and it's just like boring. So I just start with season 2.
Yeah.
Every time I rewatch it, because at first I just started with season 1 and it was so boring. I was like, I don't even want to watch this. So I just skipped to season 2, and that's when all the good stuff starts coming out.
Yeah.
It starts getting a little bit more, gross.
Gross. Okay, I'll definitely look into that. I rediscovered this old like Eddie Murphy cartoon called The PJs. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you
It's
guys haven't
come out on
heard of
Fox.
the PJs, or if you guys are too young to know what the PJs is, look it up on Google. It started Eddie Murphy. It was an animated cartoon that was way ahead of its time, and it's
It
actually
was more
really,
like
really.
play. It's play.
Yeah, it was more like
Cartoon.
clay animation. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But it was very good, and it's way ahead of its time. And I don't believe that the jokes that were in that show would have been accepted today.
Of course not.
Especially with the culture that we live in today. But I really highly recommend, for anybody out there that's watching, if you haven't heard of the PJs with Eddie Murphy, just Google it and try to find at least one episode, and it's going to be amazing to watch. It's funny as hell.
The only thing I always remember is like the intro and how like the freaking manhole cover just flies up and it just flies down.
The PJs, yeah. Okay, then let's not drag along too much. We have a movie to discuss. Let's get to it. Arazely, you want to lead us into it?
All right, what do you want me to read?
Yeah, sure. We have notes, by the way, you guys, for this movie. So if you see us reading, that's the notes that we have for this movie.
Yes, all courtesy of Oscar.
Well, it actually was courtesy of Wikipedia. So
courtesy of Oscar for printing it out.
Thank you.
Okay.
I wanted to read about this movie as I rewatched it again, so I just kept following along with the notes here. So
Okay.
We were there for our first cameo of the cat.
Yeah, Prince. She just sees the laptop, so she's like, "What are we doing?" She's coming back. Stop.
Oh God, there she is, right there.
Prince, please. All right. Yeah, this is what I deal with
On a daily basis.
But this time it's just me by myself and not Oscar here.
Yeah.
Part of it. Usually we would do it here in my place.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided to do this through Zoom.
We can do it at your place. We just have to do more audio than we would film, because I don't think we could find a way to put cameras in your room. I think it'd be creepy.
Cameras?
Yeah.
Maybe we'd just be sitting in front of the laptop or whatever. But we are digressing. So Don't Look Up is a 2021 American apocalyptic black comedy film written, produced, and directed by Adam McKay. Who's Adam McKay?
Adam McKay. Ooh, you know what? I didn't get a chance to actually look him up. But I know he's made really good films.
I got a phone.
Okay. Give me a couple. I know his name does sound familiar, and I've seen a couple of his films. I just can't remember what they're called right now.
I know, same. I was like, okay. Oh, Step Brothers, Anchorman, The Other Guys, Talladega Nights.
Okay.
So I get it.
So he's made a lot of Will Ferrell movies.
Basically, Vice, The Big Short. I don't know what that one is.
Okay.
Fresh, Anchorman 2, Ant-Man, Bad Blood. He did the little short with Will Ferrell when I guess it's his little daughter, and she's like, "Where's my money?"
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
He did that little short. He did Booksmart. Oh, Get Hard. He's done so many freaking Will Ferrell movies.
Nice. I knew that his name sounded familiar.
Oh, Hansel and Gretel?
The one with Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen that one, though.
Also, he's done so many raunchy comedies, so okay, I get it. So I understand now. So it starts an ensemble cast including Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Rob Morgan, Jonah Hill, Mark Rylance. Who's that?
Mike Rylance is the guy who's like, "Hi guys, we're gonna launch the satellite into space." And I looked this guy up as soon as I saw him hit my screen, and I see that professor talk just like that. I wanted to punch him in the face. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tyler Perry, of course. Why not? Timothy Chalamet or Chalamet. Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Every time I hear Ron Perlman, it reminds me of the fucking, I think it is Family Guy. Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman, come on. Ariana Grande, which was just a cameo.
Yeah. But she does have a performance in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, because I'm not going to call him by his actual name.
Okay. Kate Blanchett.
And Meryl Streep. You cannot have a movie without Meryl Streep.
She was actually really good in this film. And she's been in everything that she's ever made. So
yeah, it was a great movie with a great cast. Even though a lot of it were cameos, it was still great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because
really did enjoy it.
Yeah, because they still play themselves basically. People that don't care.
Yeah.
Except for Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet.
Okay, so Don't Look Up tells the story of two astronomers attempting to warn humanity about an approaching comet that will destroy human civilization. The impact event is an allegory of climate change, and the film is a satire of governmental, political, and celebrity and media indifference in the climate crisis. So when you start off this movie, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you start off this movie, it looks boring. It looks boring because it's not what people would expect it to be. They thought it was just a movie about a comet heading to Earth and space, kind of thinking like Armageddon. If you remember back in the 90s, it was like that's basically what people thought about this movie. And the more you watch it, the more you try to understand how there's a reason it says based on a true story that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, because it just shows how everything you say will get no spun, and you will get blackballed, you would get red flagged, you would get black labeled. It's go into this movie with a clear head and just pay attention to the movie and pay attention to the little small details that they say, rather than think of the comet coming to Earth is the last thing you're thinking about in this movie. And by the time you are thinking about it, it's too late. Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like the government will definitely act the same way that they did in this goddamn movie. It's like, don't even worry about it. We have time. Like, what the hell? Let's worry about something else right now, which is basically what they keep doing to us.
Right.
The war? Like, forget about the war. Oh my God, have you seen what's going on right now at the Grammys?
Yep, absolutely.
The award shows? Oh
absolutely. Let me read you some of the plot points, okay?
Okay.
So this movie, the character Kate Dibiasky, a Michigan State University astronomer PhD candidate, discovers a previously unknown comet. Her professor, Dr. Randall Mindy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, confirms that it will collide with Earth in about 6 months and is large enough to cause planet-wide extinction event. NASA confirms the findings, and their Planetary Defense Coordination Office head, Dr. Teddy Oglethorpe, accompanies Dibiasky and Mindy to the present. To present their findings to the White House, they are met with apathy from President Janie Orlean and her son and Chief of Staff, Jason, played by Jonah Hill. Now, first of all, Jonah Hill's a dick in this movie.
Oh, yeah, he played it so well.
Dick.
I loved it.
From the very beginning, you can tell this dude does not give a shit, first of all. He doesn't. The president's even worse. The president is more concerned about, I believe, trying to nominate a Senate officer into office rather than worry about something that they say is 100% likely to happen. And the first thing they're told is don't say 100%. Never say 100%. Yeah. So here, Oglethorpe urges Dibiasky and Mindy to leak the news to the media, and they do so on a morning talk show. When hosts Jack Bremer and Brie Eventy treat the topic furiously, Dibiasky loses her composure and rants about the threat. Mindy, on the other hand, receives public approval for his looks. Actual news about the comet's threat receives little public attention, and the threat is denied by Orlean's NASA director, Jocelyn Calder, a top donor to Orlean with no background in astronomy. When the news of Orlean's sex scandal with her Supreme Court nominee, Sheriff Conlin, is revealed, she distracts from the bad publicity by finally confirming the threat and announcing a project to strike and divert the comet using nuclear weapons.
Well, that one was a fucking real scene that felt like a real scene because everybody was like, "You are like overreacting for no reason."
Yeah.
That's Tyler Perry and who was the other one?
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah, they were the freaking hosts for that show,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Whoa, you need to take a chill pill the whole time, basically." To Kate, right?
Yeah. But see,
That's her name.
that's and then we go back to the fact that we were saying earlier that the president said we're going to look and assess, meaning they're not going to take the threat of the comment seriously. It wasn't until after there's a sex scandal involving the president on the news that she tries to no spin it and make it seem positive by saying that she's going to take the threat of the comment seriously. She's going to launch nuclear weapons, but it's mostly because from the very beginning of meeting the president, you know that there's a re-election and there's midterm voting coming up, meaning she's going to have to take that seriously in order to continue being president.
Yeah, because at first she didn't even care about it.
Exactly.
Until the whole freaking her whole scandal came out, and then that's when she was like, "Oh, I want to keep being president or whatever."
Exactly. So the mission successfully launches, but Orlean abruptly aborts it with Peter Israel, the billionaire CEO of Bash Cellular and another top donor, discovers that the comet contains trillions of dollars worth of rare earth elements. The White House agrees to commercially exploit the comet by fragmenting and recovering it from the ocean using technology proposed by Bash in a scheme that has not undergone peer review, which is basically saying that there is no test certified that this machine is going to work. Orlean sidelines DiBiase and Oglethorpe while hiring Mindy as the national science advisor. DiBiase tries to mobilize public opposition to the scheme, but gives up under threat of Orlean's administration. Mindy becomes a prominent voice advocating for the comet's commercial opportunities and begins an affair with Evan T. So
this is the one that I knew for a fact was gonna be some shit that they would do because they found diamonds, right?
Yeah.
They found rare ores that like haven't been found in like a long time or something.
Yeah.
So basically, they knew that the fucking comet was filled with so many fucking money, which they want, which had to be the fucking American government.
So it was mid-launch where they decided not to do the launch because they discovered that there's minerals on the comet. They'd rather save it. Their mission was now to explode the comet, making fragments that are not life-threatening land in the ocean, so they can now pick up and study, which is their main purpose. Because I believe it was about $13 trillion in minerals. I believe that they can poach out of this comet. So they were more focused on the money rather than human survival when they were so close to destroying that thing.
Seriously, like they were like this close, saving the whole goddamn planet. But then they're like, wait, hold on. There's money there.
Yeah. So the world opinion is divided among people who believe the comet is a serious threat, those who decry alarmism and believe that mining a destroyed comet will create jobs, and those who deny that the comet even exists. When DiBiase returns home to Illinois, her parents kick her out of the house, and she begins a relationship with a young man named Yule, a shoplifter she met in a retail job. After Mindy's wife confronts him about his infidelity, she returns to Michigan without him. Mindy questions whether Israel's technology will be able to break apart the comet, angering the billionaire. Becoming frustrated with the administration, Mindy finally snaps and rants on live television, criticizing Orlean for downplaying the impending apocalypse and questioning humanity's interference. So in this section of the movie, obviously the affairs come to light. They know about the affair, and they're still more focused on mining the comet than actually saving humanity. And it comes down to the fact that there's no guarantee that this is going to work.
Exactly. But they don't care because they have a better chance. They think they have a better chance of actually retrieving everything from that comet than it hitting us, which is stupid.
Exactly.
I mean, they had a better chance the moment it got found to destroy it and it'll land in pieces. But by that time that they figure out all the things that it has, it's too late. It's too late to even think of a plan to try to destroy it because it's already getting too close to Earth. but they're just focused on the money.
And it was a frustrating part of the movie because when Dr. Mindy finally explodes and starts ranting about what's gonna happen, they still don't believe it because there was already a movement about it's gonna happen and it's not gonna happen, and it's separating people left and right, where people believed this comet was gonna hit, this comet is real, and other people where it's not real, it's being made up, they're just trying to scare us. And it goes back to reality here as early as COVID, when it happened, when people believed it was real and people believed that it was not real, and people believed everything that the media was saying. So I mean, that was my compare. That was my compare. But you can also compare that type of movement to like when something terrible happens in another state, in another country, where there's people that believe this was something terrible that happened, and there's others that believe that it was a conspiracy for something else.
Recording in progress. Okay.
Did you change the background?
I have no idea.
That's what you get for messing with the Zoom.
I mean, isn't it that one? Okay, let me see. This one, because I like the way this one lays.
I think we had a fall somewhere behind us.
Oh, we did. We did have fall. Now I remember. It's recording though, but I like this.
I'm gonna post this with all of this that you're messing with. just to see people how much fun you're having.
Okay, I found it now. So yeah, now I remember. We had the fireplace. Okay.
I'm posting all of this. This is fun.
It's our bloopers.
Okay, let's finish off this review so we can get the fuck out of here and get some food.
Yes.
Okay, so this says, cut off from the administration, Mindy reconciles with DiBiase as the comet becomes visible from Earth. Mindy, DiBiase, and Oglethorpe organize a protest campaign on social media telling people to just look up and call on other countries to conduct comet interception operations, while Orlean starts an anti-campaign telling people don't look up. Orlean cuts Russia, India, and China out of the comet mining deal, so they prepare a joint effort to deflect the comet, only for their spacecraft to explode. Bash's attempt at breaking the comet apart also goes awry, and everyone realizes that humanity is doomed. Okay, so the one thing that I liked about this movie, well, I liked a lot of aspects about this movie, is the quick, unexpected cutoff of shit just happening. Like, I believe at one point during the whole Look Up campaign, the Ariana Grande, who was in the movie, performs a song, and they literally cut it off mid-performance to go to another scene. People hated that. I loved it. Because I'm serious. Like, for example, there was a scene where I believe they announced that India and I believe Russia were going to send rockets to space, and they cut to like the rockets exploding out of nowhere.
They were just exploding midway.
That was fantastic editing, in my opinion, because it just came out of nowhere. And they do that all throughout the movie. There's an incident where Jennifer Lawrence's character is talking about everything that's going to happen in the middle of a bar to random people, telling them that the world's going to explode, and they cut to her behind a cop car with a bag over her head.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I thought that was some of the funniest shit I have seen in a long time. That would be the way I would film a scene. Just a random cut.
Yeah, because it was like they're telling you exactly what's going to happen, and then next thing you know, it's like they're being shut up. Like, nope.
Yep.
It's like real life consequences. But that's why I thought the movie was so good, because every single scene on there and just the way that they were portraying everybody was like, yes, people would be this stupid to not believe it. People are like, yeah, my president said it's not true, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Basically, shit like that was going on. It felt like they were making fun of Trump and all their fucking people, all his little followers.
it's funny how people, and well, obviously in the movie and in real life, people listen to what they're told. They get so implanted of something like. I believe it's that thing where if you repeat something to somebody over and over again, they're eventually going to start believing it. You know, the whole "Don't Look Up" campaign, just look up campaign, don't look up campaign. People, it's what reality is going to be. If you look at the news and they tell you, you know, this happened, this happened, this happened, eventually your mind's going to start believing this is really what happened. It's like a Mandela effect type of thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it wasn't until somebody in the rally of "Don't Look Up" looked up, saw the comment, and realized that they've been lying the entire time. When these dumbasses, all they had to do was look up.
Literally look up. They're like, I don't gotta look up. There's nothing up there.
Yeah. So Israel, Orlean, and others in their elite circle board a sleeper spaceship designed to find an Earth-like planet, inevitably leaving Jason behind. Orlean offers Mindy 2 places on the ship, but he declines, choosing to spend a final evening with his friends and family as expected. The comet strikes off the coast of Chile, causing a worldwide disaster and triggering an extinction-level event. The shockwave strikes Mindy's house, killing him and those inside.
When I read this, I was like, child. I was like, what, in the coast of Chile? And then I was like, oh, it's Chile.
It's Chile. This section of the movie was so well done.
Yes, because this right here, they're already noticing that it's over. They have no chance, and they're already like, fuck. They're definitely fucked that they're already looking for another planet.
Right.
Because that's when they're like, shit, it was real. Why didn't we listen? Why didn't we do anything about it?
And the fact that he chose to spend his final moments at home with his family, and they're having dinner as this thing strikes and everything is shaking around them,
and they're just holding onto the table and holding onto themselves because they're like, they know it's about to happen, and it's fucking sad because it's like, shit, you know, because you're like, they knew what was gonna happen. They tried to warn everybody, nobody was listening, and what the fuck happens? Everybody fucking dies except for these fucking people. But that's what we see.
And if the last words that he says was, "I wish we would have listened."
Right.
That's, oh my god, just that whole last 15-20 minutes of the film is just so heartbreaking to watch. It which leads to a question: would that be the way you would want to spend your last day on Earth if you knew the Earth was going to end?
Well, I guess there's nothing else I would have been able to do.
Right.
Might as well spend it with the people that you love.
Damn, dude. A great film. There's actually, after the credits, there's a mid-credit scene. I don't know if you saw that mid-credit scene. Did you see the mid-credit scene?
All right, so like as they're all getting ready to board, Jonah Hill gets left behind. Because his mom is obviously the president.
Yeah.
So she's like, you're in charge. And he's like, all right, I'm in charge now. And as he's noticing that the fucking end is coming through, he's like, Mom? Looking for his mom, and she's gone. She boarded a spaceship. Because towards the end, they end up getting a spaceship for just the richest people in the fucking world. Only the ones that couldn't afford it. And he gets left behind, like, which is fucking hilarious, because he's like the dumb kid, like, oh, where'd you go? So like they end up going to another planet. They're in their spaceship for like thousands of years until like they finally reach the planet that was able to support human life. Yeah. And as soon as they get out, they look fucking great, which is fucking horrible because they look better than when they left. Yeah. But the thing is that they get to a planet that is already inhabited by other forms. They get killed right away, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's a scene of Jonah Hill coming out of the rubble. Mom? Just calling for his mom, like, honey, The world is over. You're lucky to have survived.
Um, I read somewhere online that the scientific community praised certain aspects of this film, and also there were people that worked in the government. Well, yeah, worked in the government that actually praised that section of the film where the government will try to shut down anything that they feel will cause panic hysteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading an article of scientists that were praising the section where there was a part in the movie where they're basically making fun of climate change and saying, "Oh, this comet's real. Climate change is not even real. How's this comet going to come to Earth?"
Fuck.
You know?
So dumb, man. Because like honestly, everything that they showed in the movie is basically real things that would happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the exact same way that the government thinks, and like they did a great job with that. Like with them trying to make us forget about it, trying to make us watch something else, having them say it's a lie, it's not even real, when we know for a fact it is. They'd rather have control over the whole country than letting them know what's going on, which is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep going into wars that we don't need to be part of.
Like, would you, I mean, do you feel that this is the type of movie that people have to go in with an open mind rather than, let's...
Well, yeah, because everybody needs to have their own opinions on everything. Just because I'm telling you, hey, this is exactly what the government's going to do, doesn't mean that you need to listen to me. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion. It's my the way that I'm looking at the things. You might look at them differently, and that's fine. I don't care. That's your life.
Yeah.
So
go ahead. Go. No, I was going to ask you, do you know, in your personal opinion, a moment where you felt the government was hiding the truth and just feeding you what they wanted you to, what they felt you needed to hear?
I really don't watch news, to be honest with you, so I don't even know what they're talking about.
Right.
I get all my information from Twitter.
From where?
From Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you ever see, I'm pretty sure I sent you some, like, when it's just a bunch of memes, but they're all about actual things that are going on in the world.
Right.
So that's how I find out what's going on. It's like, It's fucking horrible that I need to find out about the news by memes.
By social, but social media is also severely controlled. There was a part, an incident, not an incident, I won't call it. It's not. That's too brash. But at work, we talk a lot about conspiracies. A lot, because I read a lot of books on conspiracies. I studied a lot of conspiracies. I could talk to you for hours about conspiracies.
I fucking love conspiracies.
I'm not going to go do it on this podcast. You want that? You leave it in the comments and we'll do it. But I
fucking love conspiracies. They're fucking the best.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So we were talking about aliens. So we were talking about exactly what we're doing right now. We're talking about how the media changes your perspective on things just by feeding you certain information. Now, my coworker opened up his TikTok and he saw a video of how the government I believe there was aliens were real. They were reporting it, but they were only giving you certain aspects of it. Cut to when you swipe up, it's like 3 different videos of a girl shaking her ass. So whatever information they gave you on that last video has already been forgotten.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even on the For You page. It was on the For You page and not the following page. I don't have TikTok anymore. I got rid of it. I thought to me it was too toxic, so I got rid of it. So I just don't use it. I don't have it anymore. It was Jesus. Don't even get me started on TikTok. How toxic it was. Really? Personally, in my
well, you did post stuff, so
I would post, absolutely. I do have TikToks. I didn't close the account. I just logged off and took off the app.
Okay.
But it got really weird to the point where everything that was coming out on my For You page had to do with mental health and suicide.
Oh.
Right. But I found it weird that those were some of the things that I would talk about on a personal level with people. And that's all it was sending me.
For sure. Like, we already know that phones and like anything that has a speaker is listening to everything we're saying. That's how we get advertised ads, personalized ads. And also, not only that, so when you are around somebody else and you're talking about your own personal things to them, their phone is going to pick that up as well, and it's going to send them those ads also, which is a little weird because it's like, just because I was talking about it or somebody else was talking about it towards me, it doesn't mean that it's like something that I want to be part of, you know? Like, I get a lot of naked women.
Okay.
And I don't even talk about women, you know?
There's no shame in that. I'm pretty sure there's people watching this podcast. I was like, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Trust me.
Yeah, and it's like, that's all I get. And I'm just like, I don't even talk about girls, you know? I'm so like, fine. I only talk about guys because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
To talk about them and their bodies. But where am I getting advertisements for girls? Like, I get it, I'm gay, but you know, stop trying to make me even more gayer.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to talk about a guy's booty. Let me talk about a guy's booty. Why aren't you showing me guys' booties on here?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to touch
it goes to show just how controlled that shit was for you, that it was feeding you what they felt you needed to see.
I know, right? Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I want to just see gay women everywhere. I want to see regular stuff. I want to see cat stuff. I don't see my whole feed being filled with cats.
Yeah.
I don't see it at all. So I don't understand. If you're listening to me, listen, CIA, FBI, NSA, whatever you think you are, I want cats.
If anybody comes knocking on my door because of you, I'm going to whip you. So
I only want to see cat advertisements, okay? Stop sending me girls. I don't care about girls right now. I want to see cats.
Yeah.
I want cats.
You do love cats. You have a lot of cats. You have, no, one cat and then one adopted cat. So you have two, technically.
One outside cat, and then I'm just filled with dogs.
Yeah.
All my adopted dogs.
Everybody has dogs around here.
Yeah. They also happen to be my dogs, so it is what it is. You're
an animal person. Respect to you. I'm not, but good for you.
Prince, you're being such a dick right now. You can't see it, but you keep tagging my head.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, we see it now.
Yeah, it's like her. That's all she's doing. And I don't need this, girl. I don't need it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yes, I have one thing and one thing only to ask you.
All right, go for it.
Are you ready to eat that peanut?
Okay, backstory. Okay, I wanted to wait a little bit to see how long we could go. See, you forgot. Okay.
So, no, of course I keep looking at it right here.
Okay. So I went to the mall a few weeks ago, and I like these random like spice things that they sell. Like they sell like hot sauces and they sell chocolates. So I found this thing called the Death Nut. I found this on the shelf, and since I make YouTube videos, I thought this would be fun to do it for a YouTube video. But we were supposed to be on earlier and somebody lagged it, so I started to get hungry. Let me finish my story. Let me finish because I'm never gonna get this moment again. So I I was hungry and I opened up one of these packs, trying to open up one of these packs, and I decided that we're gonna try it on the thing, and kind of regretting it because I did smell it earlier.
I opened the packet for him because he couldn't even open it himself.
I know.
Like, I will do it after you leave so I can feel like a man.
I said I was gonna cut it open with scissors so I can feel like a man. Shut up, okay? But yeah, we're gonna try. There's 5 levels of heat. We're gonna try level 1, which is mild. It's called "Are you ready for this?" So coincidentally, have you seen this yet? Are you ready for this? Interesting. Right. So this thing it's a special blend of Carolina Reaper, dado peppers, and the deliciously warm West Indies Scotch bonnet. And this is what it looks like. Okay, ready?
Hold on. This is what it looks like.
Oh, mine's is less. So should I change it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I'll go
want
in the
yours
pack.
to look like mine.
Okay. I'll go in the pack and get another one. I'm gonna drop the one that I have now. Okay, this one's more covered up. Okay, so this is more covered up.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
why
ready?
does mine look more red than yours?
I don't know what you put tahini on it or what.
Oh, I just got this is the one that you gave me.
Okay, there we go.
So it does smell like Japanese peanuts, if you know what those
Yeah, it
smell
does.
like.
Right.
Once, but it's not though. It's a regular peanut, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be regular peanut with just spices. Wow, the smell went down my throat. Wow. Okay, let's just do it. Fuck it.
Nah. It's super
Not bad.
super.
Shit. Oh. Oh.
As soon as you bite it,
Oh.
as soon as you bite it, all that freaking spiciness comes out.
That's hot.
It's freaking hot. It's so good.
But it's a 1. It's a level. Oh, my eyes are tearing up. It's a level 1.
You can taste the sweetness and then fucking attack.
You know what? Okay.
We could do. Oh my god!
That one wasn't so bad.
You.
That one was worse than the last. Nope. Take it back. Oh, it activates when you breathe.
Oh, not for me. Not for me.
Oh. I think this is where we end the video. This is bad.
We only have 2 minutes left anyway.
Okay. Watch us suffer for 2 minutes straight. Should I take another one? That'd be funny.
Oh my god, your butthole, dude.
It's not bad. It's actually, you know what? It's only on one side of my mouth. Here. But
for me, it's on both because I fucking bit it in half and I did.
Oh no. Oh,
fuck. Tengo mocos.
It's not bad. Okay. I had worse. How was that?
Oh, you did have that chip.
Yeah, I did have the chip. The chip hurt. It hurt bad. It didn't even burn. It just hurt. It was legit pain. But there's a spot in Koreatown here in LA.
Yeah.
Called Howling Rays. That sells a really spicy chicken.
I want to go there so bad.
Oh.
Their Carolina Reaper one?
Yeah.
Chicken, right?
Oh, this is bad. Oh, now it burns.
Milk. He needs some milk.
I can't drink milk. I'm lactose intolerant. I just gotta suck it up. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll sacrifice a lot today just for this peanut.
Some creamer.
I can't have any sugar. I'm on a diet.
Oh man, I spit all over my laptop.
Oh yeah, I was meant to say shout out to all the homies from South Whittier. They wanted me to say that.
Oh, shout out.
Oh, but like that, South Whittier, I'm gonna get shot just for doing that. Whatever.
Shout out.
Yeah. I think this is the best way to end the video. I think we should do this every week. I think next week we should do level 2.
Oh.
Level 2. We haven't decided what we're gonna watch next week, so I'll post it on the Instagram what we're gonna watch next week. I think it should be something. If you have suggestions for videos, this is bad. The more I breathe, now it hurts. If you have suggestions for videos, DM me on Instagram at Parzival2750. Parzival2750. DM me movie suggestions, and we'll definitely look into that. Oh yeah, I think next week we should do level 2. Yeah, and this is medium.
How many levels are there?
5.
Oh my god.
So we make it to 5 videos, you guys, with good views. Give me good views. Give me good views, and we will definitely go up to level 5. Oh,
yes,
fuck.
We will definitely do this for you. Oh, and that's the timer.
All right, that's it. Wrap it up. Let's go. Take us out, Arazely.
All right, bye, you guys. Thank you for watching. Have you seen this yet? And I hope you guys can join us next week for another episode. Let us know what you want to watch. I have been Arazely, and this is
Oscar on fire.
Oscar. This Oscar's on fire.
My mouth's
You ate 3.
Yeah.
You ate 3.
My mouth's hot and my nose is running.
I got
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.